All right, guys, if you have not watched the previous episode in this series, make sure that you do that, or you're not really going to know what's going on at this stage in the game. You can see I've just reached level 35. Now, guys, I have not even defeated the Griffin yet. I found the dead Griffin, but I haven't completed that quest. Now, I'm already at level 35, and like I said, that's going to make sense if you guys watch episode 2. So we started off at the end of, well, I guess we're continuing from the end of episode 2 of the series, and we had 34 levels. Then I started looking at the trophy list and realized that there was a trophy for getting to level 35. Now I'm pretty confident that we're going to have to get past level 35 playing through the game in full, but I don't know. I have no clue. So I figured, why not go ahead and knock that trophy out? So I said, let me go ahead and progress further than where we were at the end of episode 2 and get into the actual game and just see what's up. See how long it'll take for me to get to level 35. And it takes no time at all. We basically get past the first fight in the game, and then like I said, we do one little event at the local, I don't even know the name of the area. In fact, I'll show it to you on the map. Maybe that'll make more sense to you guys. We complete an event here in this area, and there's like a little event where you walk out of the pub and you have to punch some dudes out. That gave us like 700 experience points. We got 5 from the first fight in the game, and we didn't even have to fight there. We just walked away, got the points. You guys saw that in episode 2. So those 2, and then of course we came over here and found the Griffin, which I don't even think I completed a lot of the story and stuff, but I don't know. Some open world games, and you guys know what I'm talking about, you don't actually have to talk to the correct NPCs to get credit for the event. You just go and do whatever it is you have to do and you get credit. So in other words, if you have to talk to like 3 people and then you get a quest, if you can just find the enemy and complete it, you skip having to talk to those 3 people, right? So I need to test that, but basically we get 1,000 points for finding the Griffin right here. So that's how I just reached level 35. That can all be done, I mean, within 20 minutes of this whole process, we can be level 35. So what I'll do is when I finish playing the game, I'll figure out which level we are. And obviously if we're going to go ahead and get to level 35, then we'll just do it with the actual story. But if not, then we can go ahead and get that now. And then we don't have to grind as much in the game to get to level 35. Because, you know, like I said, when we start out on New Game Plus, we're automatically at level 34. Check this out though. I'm not done yet. I said, well, what other trophies could I pick up here? Guys, check this out. 10%, 20% of the trophies. 20% of the trophies your boy Xonovan has got, and I have not even defeated the Griffin yet. So you can see right here, boom, the mutant trophy. I'll go through one by one with you guys. You saw this one in the previous episode. We just used all the skill points, unlocked everything in the smallest skill tree. Boom. Actually, I'm sorry, it's level 32 we start at. No, it's level 34. I think the level 32 in this screenshot is from the other DLC. I think there's one DLC I think that puts you at level 34, and then one DLC gives you level 32. I think this is a wrong screenshot, but you get my point. We level up all these, we're good to go. Then we can of course reset to a save and we'll have all of our points back. The next one was very simple, because guess what? When you start New Game Plus, the game gives you mutagens. So all you have to do is take, you can see on the left there where it says the red with the 2, the boxes around it. You can take any of the reds, any of the blues, greens, it doesn't matter. Just put them inside of the diamonds, the 4 diamonds on screen, and boom, mutant trophy. You can see it there, yeah, level 34 in the top right. Easy trophy. And because the game gives us mutagens, we're done. Now I'm sure we're gonna have to collect mutagens throughout the run, and if I can find a better way to layer all these trophies in, then we won't have to do this step. But I'll have to see once I play through the game. This is kind of a fail safe to make sure we can get all these. Can't touch this once again. Kill 5 foes, I believe can't touch this is kill 5 foes without taking damage. Yeah, very simple. There's a nest where we picked off, I don't know if I've shown you guys exactly where we ended in the previous, basically the first fight of the game is, where's it at? The first fight of the game. I think the first fight is in here somewhere. Yeah, and there's the nest right there. Yep. So that particular nest, there's 5 enemies. If I go back up here to the trophies, you can see this is exactly where we are. And you say, well, how did you kill them so easily if you're level 34 and these enemies are actually level, I think, 33? Very simple, man. We reset our stat points, our ability points. You know, in other words, we set up a save, then we use all the ability points to get that first trophy. Then we reload the save. Now we have all of our points back. Then we just throw everything into our quick attack, which is the square button. Inside of the abilities tree, we have those mutagens. So basically we get the mutagens trophy, or the mutant trophy here. And because all that is red, which gives you more attack power, then once we level up the abilities for the, I guess the combat skill tree, whatever it's called, we throw all those in and the mutagens increase our attack power to like 40%. So we can go in here with this trophy and we kill all these enemies in maybe 2 or 3 hits. It's pretty simple. And then if you get hit or whatever, you just reload your save and try again. You can try this an infinite number of times, right? The other good thing is that we also were able to get the Butcher of Blaviken trophy here as well, right? So if I go back over here, in the exact same spot, because those 2 trophies kind of tie in with one another, right? If you kill the enemies, kill 5 enemies without taking damage, that's great. But if you can kill 5 enemies within 10 seconds, you also get the Butcher of Blaviken trophy. So these 2 can be unlocked at the exact same time, which is what I did. So that's really cool. We're not done yet. Fist of the South Star. If we're going to get to level 35 here, we have to do this event. As far as I know, we do. I don't know. We might can just go straight to the Griffin and get 1,000 points. I'm not sure. But anyway, we can pass through here and you only have to kill one of these enemies with your fist without taking damage, I believe is how you get it. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you can't take any damage, right? So it only takes about, I think, two hits to kill them, maybe 3 hits, and they're dead. And there's 3 of them, I think, but only 2 of them attack you. So you don't have to worry about hitting one of them, and you get the trophy. I don't know, you might have to defeat them both. I defeated them so quick that it might count. I have to test it, but it may be both of them because that does say a fist fight, and that would constitute the entire fist fight, both enemies. So it's probably both, but that was a simple trophy to get. This was another one that I decided to kind of just see if it was easy, and it is. Power Overwhelming. I'll show you guys right here, these stones, places of power right here. I think, yeah, I've grayed out the other ones. There's another one, 1, 2, yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically you have to activate these all at the same time. Very simple. Got that one. Again, I don't know if we're going to do this at the beginning or not, but I got all of those. And then which one was this one? Oh yeah, for getting counterattacks. Let me see. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. I'm still getting used to all these trophy names and what they are. Yeah, so this one is perform 10 effective counterattacks in a row without getting hit or parried. It's a little bit difficult here. I'm not going to lie. This enemy is level 14. And I was dying like in 2 hits. So this may be one that I route into, just our normal playthrough, because you can take more shots. But getting 10 counterattacks here is really not that hard. This dude only has 2 attacks. One's a fairly, not a quick attack, I guess a medium in terms of its pace. And then the other one's kind of a delayed attack. But they're both very easy in terms of being able to read them and get the counterattack. The other idea was to try to get this inside of the tutorial, but I found that Vesemir's attacks were way too fast. Like I couldn't even get them. It took me a long time to even get the timing. Well, I mean, I got the timing early, but I'm saying like getting 10 in a row was tricky. I would get to like 7 and then get hit. This one I found to be a lot easier. And if we were on new game instead of new game plus, it should be even easier. Or we could just come back here later on in the game when we're extremely over leveled and we have a ton of health, and then we could just take more shots, right? Let's see. Let me go back over to the game. Munchkin, that's of course reaching level 35. So that's not too shabby. Normally my tests do not take this long, but I just wanted to kind of see what the game was about. And I said, well, man, we're at this high level. Let's just give it a shot and see what other trophies we can get. I've researched the other trophies and I don't think I can get any more here. There may be a few that I could get, but they're probably too difficult. And again, what I'm learning about the trophy list is that some of these can be unlocked at the same time, or they can be unlocked in the same area, like multiple trophies. I've played so many games, trust me, I can read a trophy list, play a game for a few hours, and I just get it, right? And some of these just make sense. Like if you start researching certain keywords in some of these trophy descriptions, you'll see that too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, eat, just relax for a little bit, and then hit up another session and actually start progressing the story. I probably do need to test this dead griffin thing to see if we can just get to level 35 even quicker. But I think I'm ready to start actually progressing the story. And I don't think I'm going to take notes on my first playthrough. I normally do, but I think for this game, because it's so big, I think I'm just going to play through, take some mental notes. I may jot down a few text notes, and then I'm not going to do any picture taking until my second playthrough, which I've never done that before. I always take pictures on my first playthrough. But that kind of burned me on the Nioh 2 guide, because the guide changed so many times. A lot of the pictures I took for the visual guide in my notes ended up being deleted anyway. So I'm gonna try something different. I should be able to get through my first playthrough. Well, I know I will be a lot quicker, and then I'll have a good scope and knowledge of the game. Then when I play back through my second time, I'll start routing. I'm just going to see if that does me any better. So that's it. So far, so good with this game to have 20% of the trophies unlocked. And again, these are trophies that we will not have to think about as we play through the game. Again, if I start playing through the game and I can get these out kind of naturally playing through without much of a problem, then I'll just route them in then. But if I feel like, you know what, let's just set aside, 30 minutes or so at the beginning of the run, maybe an hour, and just knock all these out, get them done. Another good thing about doing it this way is you guys will get used to the controls, the fast traveling. You'll be able to use your magic and all that kind of stuff a lot, doing all this stuff. You'll just get familiar with the game and the controls. So then if we do end up running Death March difficulty as our first legit playthrough, you'll kind of know what's going on. And some of the pressure will be off of you learning some of these mechanics, because you would have learned those on the easier difficulty in New Game Plus. So that's kind of my idea. Now, I know a lot of these guide makers on YouTube and these forums will say things like run Death March difficulty first and go through it that way. I don't know if that's going to be the plan for us. I'm going to see, because I'm going to try doing it on Death March. But if I can't do it on Death March my first time through, because I consider myself a quote unquote beginner at this game, then I can't assume that anybody else will either, even if I tell you exactly what to do. So we may end up doing a playthrough on the easiest difficulty just to get everything done, all the trophies. Remember, we got the DLC too to think about, so all that stuff done, and then speed run Death March difficulty. Right, I did find a speed run online that's like 3 hours, maybe it was 4 hours for all of Death March. And I've reviewed maybe about 2 hours of that, and there's some out of bounds skips and some glitches, but nothing that I don't think you guys could do. So that might be the plan. I don't know yet. Give me any feedback you guys have, but I wanted to share that with you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Be good.